Hello and welcome to Buckman's Model Mania. Today we're going to be putting together stage 9 of the Robocop build released by DeAgostini, distributed by Fanhome. So let me go ahead and get the book open, and we're going to be continuing work on the right arm. Let me get the parts out. I've got the right arm here, by the way. And this is looks to be a little bit more going on than the last two videos. Those stages were really short and sweet, not very much going on in them at all. So let me get the bubble pack opened. And I can tell from the feel that at least some of these parts are going to be metal. So we've got CP screws, AP screws, CM screws. So we've got some screws going into metal, two different types of screws going into plastic. This part here, which looks like a socket down here on the bottom, is plastic, and this part is metal. Go ahead and get rid of these bubble packs. I will tell you, I usually will keep these, but because these make great reservoirs for glue or other things, but this one's just too tall. Matter of fact, maybe I will. I can cut around the edge there. But the deep portions underneath, maybe. We'll see what I do with it after I drop it on the floor. Okay, so what we've got is the upper right forearm and the middle right forearm is what that is. Let's go ahead and turn the page. And I mentioned that this felt, in the last video, that this felt like it might be a little bit loose. Discovered here, when I looked at this stage, this part, I was curious how this was actually going to attach. You can see those two lugs there, two sockets in there in the parts for this build, for those lugs to go into. So let me see how this goes on here. And actually, the AP screws are going to go in and tie into these lugs. Make sure it doesn't really say which way this. Actually, it does. Never mind. Make sure it looks like it should go on here this way. And there are lugs here and here. That these will go on to the metal. First, most important part is to get these attached, the pins in there. So we've got a CP and a CM screw. This side's plastic, this side is metal. We go ahead and start with those, and then we'll do the AP screws. Just looking at this, once I get this screw out, I'm going to take a look a little bit closer. I want to make sure I've got it going in the right way first. Come on. That's one thing about these little Ziploc bags. It can be a pain to get the screws out. So let me just take a look here. Yeah, the deeper. Okay, what I was looking at is the deeper recess here goes towards what I called the bicep last time. The elbow has the not as deep recess. Plastic is going to go in, or the plastic screw is going to go in on this side. Let's see if I can show you that. So those lugs before, you just line up the hole and put it in. Going to do the plastic first, simply because it seems like it would be easier. Okay, that is not all the way in, but it is in place enough it's going to hold it. Grab a CM screw, dip it in the oil. We'll tighten that one down once it's set on the other side. We'll come back and tighten the first screw down. Come on, go in the hole. There we go. It's got to be tight enough to hold it, but loose enough that it should be able to flex. So might not want to flex that until I put the screws in down here. 2 AP screws are going to go in there holding those black lugs in place. Thought about it after I started flexing it. It would be really bad to have it pop out, have the lugs pop out of the bottom there. So let me get these in here first. A little stray piece of something was on the screwdriver there. Not sure if it was plastic or metal. Tighten the second one down in here. That one's tight. Going tight, but not over tight. So that's straight. It is a lot more solid than I thought. And you can see, like I was talking about in the last video, you're not having things pop out all over the place like there is in some builds because of the sleeving. So next part is to put this on here, and there are 2 lugs there, 2 sockets there and there. Should go on only one way because it's got to match up with the forearm. Let's see. It should go on that way because if you try and put it on the other way, I think it'll go. It just won't line up right. It actually won't even fit on the lugs. I'm sitting there, I'm swinging it back and forth, and it's not even hitting the second one. So let me put it back on here, just like that. Smart man would have gotten out the CM screws first. Make sure. I don't claim to have the dumbest YouTube channel on the planet. We'll leave that for Ian on Pit Stain Hobbies. But I'm also not the smartest YouTuber on the planet. Somewhere in between. Okay, so you can see this one, you can see that one you can't really see on camera. Those are lined up with the lugs below, which are metal. So dipping the screws in oil. That one in there. Once it's on there, I don't have to hold the bottom one down in place. Get that one started. Tighten it all the way down. And that's this stage complete, I believe. Let me double check. Yep. So elbow down here. I'm holding it the wrong way. This is the wrist right now. I believe the next stage we will finish off the wrist, maybe even attach the hand. So there is the right arm at this point. Like and subscribe. Come on over to Hobby Time Modelers on YouTube, Discord, and Facebook. See what we're doing. Links will be in the description. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Have a great day. Have a great day tomorrow. And I will see you on the next video.